Are you in Arizona still?
No, we're in Michigan.
Okay. Yeah, I saw your reconciliation ceremony up there. That was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So I'm here at the Christian Retreat up here in Minnesota. And
Yeah. At the Strawberry Lake?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm here with quite an entourage of brothers and sisters. Some of them from down in Smith Lake, New Mexico, and Window Rock, New Mexico, or Dene brothers. And there's a young lady from New York who lives part-time here and part-time in Florida. She's considering buying this place.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a lady here.
Not the whole place. Just
Well, yeah. I'm going to delineate because the tribe took over the main sanctuary and some of the old facilities that were for lodging, but they're
the lakefront.
yeah, and the lakefront. But anyway, and Peaches, she's here. She was actually almost a veteran here during the '07 and the 13 gathering when we came back. You and I and Darlene met then.
I worked here, yeah.
She worked here. So anyway, they're all kind of listening in because we were getting ready to say a prayer. The consideration of buying this, is it 12-acre parcel? What is it?
Altogether,
say
it's
four?
16.1 acres.
16.1
The whole thing.
acres.
Yeah, it's that together.
And so it's almost a catalyst moment for those who were near and dear to their hearts. Ed Gerke's here with me. He lives here. He was here 15 years ago as well. Mona was here in '07 as well. Short notice, but would you cover us in prayer, brother, as we're standing on Ojibwe land?
Okay.
And let me just introduce you to Mona, and she'll say a word about what she's doing here. It's Mona, and your last name?
Schoenberg. What's his name?
And Terry Wildman.
Hi, Terry. I don't know if I met you when I was here when we went and prayed in 2007. 07. But I've been coming here in the summer for many years. Well, not many years, but probably more than 15. And have a bid in. I've been accepted to buy Gerald's house.
And
Sorry,
And the prayer house.
and the prayer house. So
Awesome.
yeah, both of them. It's separate deals, but basically, yeah. And we wanted to bless the land, and we heard you're the one who has spiritual authority over this land. So we appreciate that.
I honestly don't know if I would have spiritual authority as an Ojibwe. My Ojibwe ancestry comes from Ontario, Canada.
Oh,
You're the closest thing we
I'm
got.
happy to. So tell me again, so there's a residence you're purchasing, his old residence? One of the things you
yes.
bid in on?
Wait, he has it's a large house here, and I didn't know. As I said, I've been coming here for a number of years, but we're going to use it for something. We have some ideas of what.
Okay,
But it's going to be.
So there's the house there, and then there's.
And then the prayer house in a separate deal. Yes,
is
the
that
prayer
the
house.
retreat center?
No,
No,
they sold that to the tribe.
yeah, they sold. They sold both the. What'd you call it?
Tabernacle
Retreat
and
The retreat center, the tabernacle.
Okay.
And the
the
lakefront.
natives.
They sold that to the natives. They actually, and they sold the
Years
Lakeville
ago.
property on the other
I don't know
side.
exactly what
And I heard for $2.2 million the thing. So it's a big sale, and they're in the midst of now constructing the rehab center. It's going to be a center for alcoholism and drug rehabilitation, and as I say, it's all under construction.
So the tribe has that now, right? Is
Yeah,
that what I'm
and they purchased that, I believe, in about 2 years ago.
And so the prayer house, have I ever been to the prayer house?
No, you haven't been to the prayer
That was
house.
the very first home that's the very first home in right after World War II when Gerald and his wife Beulah at that time moved from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, to come here to start their
1955.
ministry. 1955. Okay. But that prayer house was where the Holy Spirit fell, and they wrote a book on it called
Following the Fire.
"Following the Fire," and it's that long story,
It's a long
Terry, that where this all started.
Where it all began.
And-
Okay, so there's two places: the prayer house
Yes.
and the residence.
Yes,
And you have you put bids in, and they've both been accepted.
Yes.
Or you're waiting?
no, I'm getting it. I got to
You're
get back
buying.
to Florida to, to just,
Okay, so
yeah.
that's kind of a done deal.
Yes.
Who are you purchasing it from?
The family.
The Derstine family.
Yeah,
Through a realtor though.
Yes.
From their family.
yes,
So the family still held that. And
Yes.
Is it also still? Is it on? It's on tribal land, of course. Is there a lease on the land? From the
no.
tribe?
He owns this.
He owns this. It was actually there were two entities. One was the Strawberry Lake
Association.
Christian Retreat, I think, and the other one was Gospel Crusade, and the ones that were owned by the Gospel Crusade, and that's the big, they bought that, and that's where they're under construction. They're large pieces of property, and that was sold several years ago, but now this just a few months ago, I guess, he put these two properties, those remaining properties, and that was under Strawberry Lake Christian Retreat. So the Derstines actually own that.
Okay, the Derstines actually own it, even though it's on the reservation land.
They've always owned this
They've
property.
they've always owned this property.
His uncle owned this property. That's why he came to this particular property. His uncle owned it first.
His uncle owned it first.
And that was World War II.
Okay,
I've heard many
so
stories.
and you're from and again,
Many.
you're from where?
I'm from Florida.
From Florida, and you feel called by God to come up and do this because you've been involved quite a bit. See, I don't remember meeting you. I probably would if I saw you face to face and stuff.
He probably did.
No, you wouldn't know me.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I'm sort of nondescript here.
She's a little peanut.
So I remember there
It
was a
falls on the
couple,
ground.
a native couple, who were running the retreat center for Christian Strawberry Lake Retreat Center for a while.
No, didn't happen.
What was their names? It was a couple.
What was their name?
Oh, that was.
I don't know.
Well, Terry, if I may, I'll speak to that.
Sure.
Back in the day, in 13 when we met
Yeah.
up here, that second revival. Were there other revivals, by the way, or is that the 13 was like a 6-year anniversary of 07? So
Don't know.
were you here thereafter? 13.
Maybe. I know we were there several times.
The family is very
Okay.
happy
Retreat center.
they wanted to buy it because they
We
know
were at that big
that
meeting where we did.
that
of course,
I'll
when we
continue.
did
They
the,
just say about all
Headwaters.
they tear it down.
07.
With me, I want to preserve it. I
Yeah.
want them to keep it.
And I think we were there other times, and we were there before that also. But I remember meeting with, was it Gerald Derstine?
Yeah.
Before, and talked with him and different things, and his wife.
Another
Yeah.
chief and his
And I know
wife
there
that
was
he
a
wanted.
great controversy for a while over some things he was accused of and things like that.
Yeah. Well, that was due to a statement ran in the newspaper by this couple you're referring to.
Yeah.
It was a very ugly situation. It was a very unnecessary situation, and
Who's the couple you're talking about?
Well,
it's the